And my comments last meeting were I'd like to see a process. I'd like to see a scoring system. I'd like to see a method through which when we have this property to sell, is it open bidding? Is it closed bidding? Has somebody listed it? I'm not demanding what the process is. I'd like to see a process so it can be fair, it can be equitable, and it can be a decision that we can make educated for the betterment of our community. So while I don't disagree with some of your comments, it still lacks process.
I agree 100%.
I'd like to see an improvement in process. I'd like to see a creation and improvement of process.
Councilman Bzura, I agree with you 100%. But it's been this long. You bring up the FIA building and the other building. There was no process in this. One person bidded on it, and they got good deals on both, and it never went out to bid. These people made an offer on it, and then it was magically went out to bid. That's the first time we've ever done that. So I don't want to hold these people hostage while we still wait on a process. You know, I agree with you 100%. I want a process in place, but I don't want to risk and holding, you know, with them dealing with the water issues that they're dealing with. Essentially, like I said, I feel like we're, you know, they've been more than patient. You know, they showed their timelines of how many times they reached out to the city. You know, it just, that's why I brought this. Believe me, I'm right there with you. I still want a process put in place, but I don't know how long that will take, and we can't implement that. So that's why I made this motion. Councilman Johnson.
I'm just wondering if this is going to open us up for a lawsuit.
We're going to get sued either way, I believe.
No, I would rather see something put in place before this is done, but...
Well, the problem is the way it was done.
Through the chair.
That's why I believe we're going to get sued no matter what, and our attorney believes that as well.
Yeah, and this company has been emailing since I believe it was March of 2020.
Right. I believe they have the best case, to be honest with you. I'm no lawyer, though. You know, but, and that's not my, I want to do what I think is the right thing to do. Is there any other discussion?
So we do not have a process for city land being bid out, not bid out. We don't have anything on our records for many, many years.
Mr. Keys, could you, you're not the guy?
I think Jason could answer. Sorry, Jason.
I think he did answer.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think he has before.
Yes, to the council, I did address this, if it was last meeting that this property came up, is that, or one of the study sessions, but, you know, better or worse, all I can state is that there is no documented policy or process for the sale of real property. There is, when it comes to personal property, it's embedded in our purchasing policy. The only thing that talks about real estate that I know of is that it says that it's in a charter that city council has to approve the sale, but there is no documented policy or process with the sale of real at this moment, so.
Thank you. Any other discussion? If not, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no.
No.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Winton?
Yes.
Ms. Croft?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson?
No.
Mr. Bzura?
No.
Mrs. Pats?
Yes.
Mr. Ramick?
Yes.
Mr. Woolley?
Yes. Motion carries. Yeah, that's it for open business items. Does first like to open to Councilman Johnson?
Mr. Lyons? To the chair, are our study sessions aired on TV too?
Don't believe so.
Just want to talk again about the cars parking across the sidewalk and the sidewalk program that eventually will come. So if you could just, you know, let the residents know that ordinance is going to look at that.
Sure. As we discussed last evening, ordinance does go out frequently, whether it's a called-in issue or through iCare, or if we do happen to spot a vehicle parked over the sidewalk. If someone happens to see, and obviously for all of the residents out there watching this evening, please feel free to contact our office to let us know. Obviously, 70,000 times 2, 140,000 eyeballs are much better than just the 12 that we have. But absolutely, ordinance does prohibit any vehicles being parked across the sidewalk. We do take it seriously. We do want to keep sidewalk access open to the general public, especially for any residents that happen to be in need of a, handicap or wheelchair access. So, absolutely.
The sidewalk program that we're gonna,
Sorry, yes, sidewalk program. Years past, the city did have a program which would allow city staff to go out and evaluate sidewalks. We would make note and then institute a process in which notification would be provided to the residents per the city charter, and require the sidewalks to be repaired. Not sure when the last time that program was instituted, however, due to the deterioration of the sidewalks and obviously just the overall state of our infrastructure in the whole state, that is a program that will be looked at